What's going on, guys? I'm Len,
I'm Seth,
and today we're going to talk about software as a service.
also known as SaaS. So what is SaaS?
Let's give you some examples. Adobe Creative Cloud.
Microsoft 365.
Other software such as Dropbox.
Yes, Dropbox can be considered SaaS, yes.
Yep.
So let's talk about some of the pros of SaaS.
Cost of entry, that's a big pro.
Right.
So ideally, if you pay for software and you're not pirating, then, $15, $20 a month for the whole Adobe Creative Cloud or Creative Suite, that's a good deal.
Yes, compared to like $3,000, I guess.
Definitely.
For the whole thing.
Another pro would be
Bug tracking. So let's say your company is using certain versions of Microsoft Office. So if you have a problem with one computer and none with the other, you have to find out which version you have, send a support ticket. Whereas if everyone has Office 365, everyone should be up to date by using it.
Yeah.
So
are the updates forced upon you?
I believe so at the beginning. And
Cool.
that should be the same with Creative Cloud.
Yeah. Okay.
So it is easier on both the end user and the developer to track bugs.
Another pro would be that it could be platform independent.
Yes.
If it's on the web.
Yes.
Not all software, SaaS software is on the web, but there are options.
Such as Dropbox.
Yes. So that is good. It's platform independent and it's lighter on the computer.
Yes. Not to mention Dropbox does have software for each version of the three main OSs.
Yep. But, if you don't, the web is available. So I guess briefly we'll talk about some cons.
Yes. Let's talk about the cons.
What is a con?
So the obvious one is you have to pay for the software.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Some of you guys may pirate software, and we're not gonna look down on you if you do. And
Do what you gotta do, man.
And now, instead of using the software for free, now you have to pay a monthly fee.
Yeah.
And there's really no way around that. They have their software locked in.
Yeah. But even above piracy, I still think paying for the software month to month, it's more of a hassle.
Yes, it is. It's
And
another bill.
It is. And at the end of the day, it could be more expensive. For example, let's take, I'll take Office 365,
Right.
for example. As a student, I can go to my college and get it for $30 or maybe $50, something like that.
As opposed to paying $15 a month.
Or I think that's the premium version.
Yes.
Or even if you got the basic version, $5, $6 a month.
Yes. It's $5 a month if you sign a contract for a year, or you
Yes.
pay the whole year.
Yeah, so
and it's $6 if you go month by month.
Yeah. Opposed to just buying it for $20, $30.
Right.
Again, not everyone was a student, I understand that. But, there are other alternatives to get the software cheap, legally,
Right.
So you mentioned YNAB to me earlier?
Yes. YNAB stands for you need a budget. It's a budgeting software available for iOS, OS 10, Windows. And it's a good software. It's a good program. And it's heading towards software as a service. And a lot of people are scratching their heads, myself included. Why should I spend $5 a month to use this software? Now I have to budget for this budgeting app.
Yeah.
And it doesn't offer you anything. Don't get me wrong. I paid for the full version. I paid out of my own pocket. I believe it was $80.
Yep.
For the whole software. Now I have to pay $5 a month or $50.
So you're not grandfathered in?
No, I'm not. Well, if I want to get the upgrade.
Yeah.
Which is silly because all it is a glorified spreadsheet.
Yeah. And so there's nothing new about the updated version? So what's the benefit in that sense to go to the SaaS model for the end user?
For the end user, there is none. As far as this type of app, they may try to sugarcoat it and tell you they're giving you new features. They're not really giving you anything. They're allowing you to add emojis. That's not really considered a feature to me.
I think that's strange for a budgeting app.
Yes, this is a budgeting app, not a social network.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, you got to scratch your head, really. And you got to think to yourself as a customer, are they ripping you off? And the answer to that is obviously yes. This is a spreadsheet. Why should I pay month by month for it? So that's an obvious con for us.
Another big con is ownership.
Yes. If you're using software as a service, now you do not fully own your product.
Yeah. Once you stop paying for the service, you can't use it anymore.
Yes, you can't use it. It's like a serial that has expired or a trial period that has expired.
And let's take the basic Microsoft Word, for example. I want to buy it once and never have to worry about it. Unless, a newer version comes out.
Same here.
But I don't want to have to, I have to pay this monthly premium. And if I don't, I'm not going to be able to type a Word document. I think that's, I don't know. I don't like that idea.
To me, I think of it as another bill.
That's what
another
it is,
bill to work.
Yeah.
Which is kind of strange. I mean, I understand. Let's say you're a mechanic and you buy tools.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you need to borrow tools, so you rent them or whatever. But removing that option to own software, to own your own tools, I think that's strange to me, because now in order to work or in order to use these tools, you have to pay you have to pay to make money.
Yeah, that's
which is
I think
strange
that's
to me.
it is, man.
I like that. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
We support software as a service
To an extent.
as an option,
Mm-hmm.
but not as a sole option. And
That's
I
true.
think that's why it's trending, right?
Yeah. So like as of right now, it's not so bad because you can still choose Office 2016 and buy that, and or you have the option to do Office 365. So right now it's not bad, but it's gonna get to the point where everything is on the cloud.
As far as Adobe's Creative Cloud, that's pretty much locked.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
you gotta be a Creative Cloud member or nothing at all.
Yeah. I think is it?
I believe so.
I think right now you can still download.
You can do an individual plan, but it's still
Okay. Yeah.
It's like you can do only Photoshop or only
Yeah.
Premiere, but you still have to pay that monthly fee.
Yeah, and it might get worse because Final Cut Pro. Let's take that for an example.
Right.
The software itself is $300.
And I would pay $300 for it. It's a great software if I would own it outright throughout the life of my computer.
Now let's pay $5 a month for it.
I don't want to do it.
Yeah, even though it's a fraction of it,
Yes.
but it's the fact that it's another bill.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the thing with bills is you have to use it in order to feel like you're not throwing money away.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I understand that it's only $5, but if it's $5 and
It's
not
hypothetically
used,
speaking, by the
yes,
way. Yeah.
exactly. Let's hypothetically say that it's $5 a month and I don't use the software. I'm just throwing money away then.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there are some times where you just want to have it and
Yeah.
use it whenever you
And
feel like
I
it.
bought apps on iOS, downloaded it, paid a couple bucks, and never touched it again. So I don't
Right.
want to have to go back and think, oh no, I'm spending money on it now. You know?
Yeah, so that's pretty much what we think of software as a service. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
You guys agree with what we're saying? Please let us know in the comment section below.
See you
Please
guys.
like, share, and subscribe. Peace.
$15 a month, $20 a month isn't bad when you're getting something like the
Compared
whole
to 3,000.
Yeah, for the whole Adobe Creative Cloud.
Right.
I mean, Creative Suite. So I think that's a good deal.
That is.
Yeah.
But then you have to pay for it. That's a con.
Yeah. I guess the